Leaving the Nest, An Eagle Soars is a book about an eagle living with a pigeon family. She leaves her family's nest, which is in the city, and goes to Texas. There she soars above the Texas landscape, which is a much different view from her sky in the city. The content strategy: prime yourself with prior knowledge. Students think about what they already know about a topic, as well as how the book is structured. This helps them form things to look for when they begin reading. Armadillo Rodeo is a book about an armadillo named Bo in serious need of some glasses. He leaves his 3 brothers and his mom to follow what he believes is an armadillo to a Texas rodeo. This friend turns out to be a red boot of a little girl. The content strategy: gather up facts. Students list facts of animals and plants, the landscape, while reading both the fiction book and the textbook. This lists and the facts can be compared and expanded. This helps students synthesize and monitor for meaning while reading. Larry Gets Lost in Texas is a series book about a dog named Larry. In this book, he gets lost from his family on a road trip to the Lone Star State. This leads to exciting adventures through Texas' major cities, encounters with Texas creatures, and even to a rodeo and the state fair. The content strategy: open mind. Students draw an empty head, and inside of it, draw any symbols, words, or pictures related to the text that come to mind. This can be followed up with whole class or table group discussions. This provides both written, visual, and verbal recall and working with others. For the next chapter, Sweet Clara and the Freedom Quilt is about Clara, who is a slave that lives at one plantation while her mother lives in another. Not only does she desire freedom, but she longs to be with her mother. She is a seamstress and uses scraps of cloth to make a hidden map in the form of a quilt to guide slaves through the Underground Railroad. Content strategy: conversation playing board. On a sheet of paper, a middle square states topic. 4 squares connected serve as spaces for group members to place Post-its with thoughts about the topic. The goal is to stick to the topic. This strategy activates background knowledge, builds prior knowledge, and strengthens existing knowledge because students are exchanging thoughts. Henry's Freedom Box is about a child whose family is in slavery. His parents are sold, and he is sent to work in a warehouse. There he gets the idea to take one of the crates and mail himself to the north so that he can be free. The content strategy: click and clunk, is a chunking activity. After reading sentences or sections of a text, students decide if they understood, which is a click, or if they did not, a clunk. Teachers explain to students that as they read, it should feel like a click, click, click. When there's a clunk, they will reread. The Courage Seed is about a Navajo girl who moves to Houston from a village in New Mexico after her parents die. She is shy and apprehensive about her new school, where everyone will not be Navajo. At her new school, students are from all over the world. The content strategy is: what's in the character's heart. Students are directed to observe and consider the character's external actions and internal thinking. They think about what this says about the kind of person the character is, who they are to others, who they want to be, and what they might really be thinking. This helps students to determine the importance of text. For the last chapter, The Years After the Civil War, the first text, Hats are for Watering Horses, tells of all the different unique uses for cowboy clothing that Texans, such as Charles Goodnight and Richard King, would have worn. It is set up as a chapter book with chapters on each article of clothing. The content strategy: a spin on KWL. Students talk and write about what they know for sure, think they know, and wonder. Then they get ready to read, prepared to check their information and learn new information. This activates prior knowledge and gives a purpose for reading, It changes the face of KWL and allows for more engagement. Lizzie, Queen of Cattle Trails, is a story of the life of Lizzie Johnson. She was a pioneer woman who began as a school teacher and ended up as a very successful cattle driver. The content strategy Shutter Foldable. During reading, students write down new vocabulary words or important events, as well as the pages they're on the outside boxes. After reading, students can go back, find the page number, write detailed definitions on the inside, as well as pictures or details about the events on the inside, and cut the foldables. This is a good strategy for tactile learners. The final book for this chapter, and chosen because it's October, is The Spooky Express, Texas. A pirate and superhero board a ghoulish steam engine on a Halloween night. The roads are in the sky. However, as they travel over key Texas cities, famous landmarks appear through the windows and illustrations. The content strategy Fishbowl. A group of students sit in the middle of a circle and discuss text after reading. Students sitting on the outside of the circle listen and observe, and the students rotate in and out of the circle. The benefits are that students have the opportunity to share with less chance of being interrupted, and observers are not distracted by thinking about what they will say next.